I wonder what happened to Vamon. Or even Saya.
They're here, Vamon. Harmy's men, the rebels, and your men too. Deserters! Goddess, save us, they're here! How did this happen? Were your men not supposed to remain loyal? Did you not make me that promise?
I killed Harmy, but his men must have got to mine. They saw the tide turning. They were spooked when the tower lit up. Sorcery. They believe it's sorcery and they blame us.
So do something about it!
What exactly do you want me to do? Convince them to change sides again? It's over, sire.
Everything's falling apart. Goddess, why have you abandoned me? I thought I was doing your work. So we stay here, and we face them when they come. You and I, together. We tell them we were misled by the Prophet, like so many others. That we believed we were acting in accordance with the wishes of the Goddess. Perhaps the light will shine upon us, and we'll be spared. Or at least we'll die with our heads lifted to the sky, redeemed in her glory. Vamon, we can walk the slopes of the First Mountain, hand in hand. You'll do this for me, Vamon. Because you love me, and you wish to protect me. We share the responsibility for this.
I am not staying here to be arrested, tried, and executed in ignominy. Her shame was too great. She jumped. She had misled everyone, including the commander. I will let you take credit as the sole architect of our grand scheme, sire.
Damn!
I grant you that gift.
Cold-blooded. God damn. She was easy on the eyes, though. What a shame. That's Crow. Oh shit. We're gonna listen to Limp Bizkit or something? But we don't have any elixir.
Guess I'm just a gust of wind, moved on quickly, almost unnoticed, but quite powerful. A rush could easily have blown your defenses down, could easily have blown your defenses down. Did you hear me whispering hello? Did you see me waving goodbye? Did you notice that I didn't cry? Your days are done.
Is Zoe okay?
It was worth the try. I didn't cry.
boy. I'm sorry you were caught in the middle. I'm returning to Sadir. This has been a setback for us, but we will persevere. Without the Prophet. The Council is ours. We control the army. We may not be able to rid the world of magic yet, but we can cleanse Azadir. We can prepare for the war ahead. I'm doing what needs to be done to save the soul of our nation. To save our people. To save you, Kian. When you reach the first mountain and look down on us all, you'll understand.
Skian? Okay. Uh-oh. You're not gonna be okay. Yeah, these are magicals.
What? You?
That's right. You left me to die on a street once. I'm just returning the favor.
But you were nothing. Just
A
a...
slave girl. I'm free now.
Twist that blade.
No. No, no, no!
Revenge. Yes. One week later. Oh hey, Kiana's all right. Is he? Yeah, looks like we're back in the Enclave, huh? Well, there are some people there. Did something happen to the library? Huh. Who did that? Oh, damn, what happened to the library? Let's try and talk to these guys here.
Their war isn't over yet, and there's much to do before Mercuria is truly at peace. But they deserve respite. They've gained their second wind now. The restoration won't be painless, but the hardest part is over. Their war isn't over yet. They've gained their second wind now. The restoration won't be painless, but the hardest part is over.
I wonder where's Ino and Ani and the others.
Their war isn't over yet, and there's much to do before Mercuria is truly at peace. But they deserve respite.
I'm not seeing anyone. Yeah, this is the memorial. Oh, for Hame.
Hami. I was never able to call anyone father, but if I had, it would be you. You made me the man I am today, and for that, I'll always be grateful. I'll see you again, Hami, on the sun-kissed slopes of the first mountain. No formalities shall divide us then, and I will be proud to call you father. Hami. Bob who can see. I'd say rest well, but I know that whatever awaited you on the other side, you didn't sit still for long. Whichever deity rules your afterlife is probably tearing their hair out. Bob who can see.
Hopefully he'll repeat the dialogue again. Didn't think that he finished.
The general lived a long...
Filled with both triumph and regrets, but he ended it with the way he wanted, standing tall and proud, and foul-mouthed. Yeah, it bugged a little bit. Sorry about that. Dragon's head.
They cut it down, but they weren't able to drag it with them. This head belongs here. Whatever they cut it down.
Oh shit,
but they weren't
again?
able to drag it with them. This head belongs here. Whatever they decide to do with the Enclave, this will remain here as a symbol of the resistance and our struggle.
Rebels.
So many fallen. If I hadn't gone. But then we wouldn't know the truth. I wouldn't know the truth. And we probably would have lost this war. The dead will be remembered by the living. And their souls will find a home in the light. Goddess, embrace them all.
It really makes you think if our decisions actually will affect the way the game ends.
You guided us, Shepard. You guided me. And you believed in me when no one else did. When I didn't believe in myself. You saved me. And this is how I will remember you. I'll never again meet anyone like her. But I'll carry her song within me. And perhaps share her wisdom with others in turn.
Alright, let's talk to Liko.
Are you going to kill me now?
I did swear an oath, Azadi.
You did. And if you choose to do so, I won't fight you.
I believe the gods may be willing to turn a blind eye to my commitment.
Good. I'm glad you have forgiving gods.
I share the sentiment.
So, what now, Liko? Where to next?
I'll stay for a while to help the Resistance rebuild. And then I intend to return home.
To Azadir?
To Antigua Aba, yes. My people need me.
I hope we won't end up on different sides again, Liko.
We'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen, Azadi.
Don't leave.
This war isn't over.
I know, but don't leave. We can't fix things here without you. And without Shepard, it's just me and Liko now.
You will.
Wait, what? Me? How? What?
You're the strongest and bravest person I know. With Liko and you here, the Resistance will be fine.
I don't know
I know,
about that.
But, no, you see, I'm...
Yeah, I agree with you, you know. Yeah.
Huh?
The others trust you and admire you. They'll listen to you. You've proved yourself.
Okay, now you're going to make me cry. That's not fair.
You'll be fine, Anu.
Oh, okay, here we go. Floodgates wide open.
Goodbye, Anu.
I love you. I mean, in a friendly way. I mean... screw it.
Well, the game decided that I'm gay, so... Sorry to disappoint you.
Goodbye, Kian Alvane. prophet, general, whatever else you're going to accomplish with your life, and I'm sure you will accomplish a lot. Good luck with everything. Go save your nation. Okay, all right. We have so much work to do.
What?
Hey,
Who are you? Where do you come from?
the Ether. I followed the songlines here. I
The
walk between
Ether?
worlds. I'm Saga.
Saga. Thank you for saving my life, Saga.
Fate, choices, I don't know. It might have played out differently, if not for a whole lot of coincidences along the way.
Huh.
The choices I've made led me down this path, to Kian Alvane at just the right time. Every action played a small part in saving his life.
Was it really?
I guess you could say it's fate, that I ended up where I was supposed to end up. Not due to any actions on my part, but because the universe decided.
You've actually made it seem that way.
Thank fate, not me.
I don't believe in fate. I believe in actions. You decided to help me.
Okay, well, thanks for saving the world then.
I think our friend Zoe deserves much of the credit for that.
I hope she pulled through.
I'm sure she did. If not, I would know. We all would. She's...
Important? Oh, yes.
How did you know to be in the right place at the right time?
Does it matter?
Yes?
Whatever the reason, maybe I don't want to know.
I want to know.
Who is this woman? Her secrecy and lack of respect is frustrating. Does it matter? Of course it matters. You showed up with the medicine I needed. Did anyone send you...
It'll take a while to explain. We can cover it on the road to Sadir.
Oh, she's
Sadir.
coming to Sadir?
Capital of the Azadi Empire, situated where the 6 rivers meet the...
Stop playing games, woman.
I'm coming with you.
What? Why?
Because that's how the story goes. It's been written, and we can't change that now. We have a war to win. And then, in another decade or so, there's going to be an even bigger war. You'll definitely need me for that one. Us. You'll need us. It's been foretold, Bloodless King, for thousands of years. Seriously, I promise I'll cover all of it when we have some quality time to ourselves. Oh, and one last thing. You may not like this one, yet. You're going to adopt me.
Adopt? What?
I'll need a name, in Azadir, a surname, otherwise I won't be useful to you. No one listens to a nameless person, and it's not like we can just get married. So you adopt me and bring me into your family, and I take your name and become a princess. Saga Alvane. I like the sound of that. I've never had a surname. We didn't need one.
What are you talking about?
Again, I'll explain soon as we leave. And we should leave soon, because Sadir needs you.
Will the game explain?
Yes. Yes. To Sadir. But unless you explain everything, I'll toss you overboard before we're halfway there. Understood?
I can live with that.
Good. Adopt.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how did you get here? How did you know I was in the Enclave? What was that portal? Can you open portals anywhere? Why not
Everything. I pinky promise.
Light save me.
I want to know too! Oh no. Your beautiful hair. Oh.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh no, not again.
I promise you, it's for real this time. Do you need anything? Need water? The curtains closed, or...?
No, it's okay. The sun, it's good.
The doctor said you'd be waking up. I wanted to be here when you did, to... well, to explain.
Did we win?
We're still here, and the bad guys are gone, so I guess we did.
How convenient.
At the end, there was a bright light, voices, and nothing. Darkness, and then, well, this.
I don't know. That thing that came through, it wasn't human. It tossed me aside like I was nothing. I'm lucky I wasn't killed. I tried to get back on my feet, but then there was a blinding flash of light. And when it faded, it only took a second or two, and then there was just you. No one else.
No one else?
And Helena?
Gone. Perhaps that thing... Anyway, she won't be back. If she survived, she'll stay away. Too many people want her locked up. Or dead.
Whattycorp? Are they still after me?
Oh no, they've got enough problems on their hands. Your friend Sully broke the story. They've been linked to the suicide bombing in Propast, to political payoffs, to corruption, and their plans for the Dream Machine were exposed. No
Long
one's gonna
time
want to
ago.
log back in anytime soon. The Syndicate's under pressure from the other corporations because of their relationship with Watty. The Eye is under investigation too. They've pulled their operatives from Europolis. That article made shockwaves. Sully sounded really happy when he called. He'll be even happier when he hears you're awake. Watty Corp will probably survive. The Dream Machine will not. And without that, they couldn't care less about you. About us.
That's good. And Reza, is he...
When Eingana was destroyed, DreamNet shut down. Watty could no longer control him. He's okay. Confused, but okay. I called him this morning. He's on his way down.
Good. Dad, what were you doing in Mumbai with that woman?
I didn't know any other way. Unless I cooperated, Watty was going to take you away. Helena convinced them to let us bring you to the lab. They believed we were working on improving DreamNet, while Helena was secretly working on her project, altering reality.
How?
Use entangled particles to affect the quantum state of dreamtime in order to reshape the physical universe. Change dreams, change reality. Helena spent 30 years on this project. We were partners. But it was always her project, her theories. I'm not sure I ever believed it would actually work.
It sounds like bullshit, and it probably is.
Made me.
We did. I don't know if you'll ever forgive me for not telling you the truth. But you began life as an experiment. Our goal was to create an individual capable of existing in both realities, the physical and the dreaming. Someone who could change the world with a single thought, with dreams. But it didn't work. You were just a child. To your mother, you were an asset she could use and discard, but you were my little girl. That's why I left. You were only 2 years old. Helena had given up on you. In exchange for my share of Jiva, she let me take you away. I thought it was over. I didn't know she'd come back for you.
There's too much to process right now. I can't. I'll need time. And I'll need the whole story, from beginning to end, all the way back.
Of course. I'm really sorry, Zoe. I let you down again.
Dad, stop. You did what you had to do to save me. I still need to understand exactly what happened, but I don't blame you. Where are we? Still in Jiva's Mumbai lab?
Casablanca.
No, this is the real deal. We're back home. Back in Casablanca.
Okay, good. I want to stay.
In the hospital?
I want to go home. To our house. I miss home. I miss you, Dad.
I've missed you too. Of course you can come home, sweetheart.
But I'll be asking tons of questions, and I expect honest answers. No more protecting me from the truth, okay?
Okay.
Right now, though, I just want to sit here and watch the sunlight. I'm sick of sleeping. Sick of dreaming. I want to be awake.
Oh no. I guess I chose that ending, huh? "5 years later." Holy. Whoa! Baby crow!
Tried to get out of here for years.
Guess we're back at Casablanca, huh?
Well, I just disappeared. I'm getting scared. And my heart starts pounding.
You gained some weight, Zoe? Or is that... Oh no. Reza, huh?
My feet hit the ground. I'm falling. But I'm not going down.
Hey, you.
Am I awake or am I dreaming?
They actually didn't reveal the father. Epilogue. Those who walk between worlds. A long, long time from now. So it was her. This wasn't April. It was Saga.
Every year, it gets colder. Now let's see if we can't put some life into you.
Rekindle the fire. So... It wasn't, April, it was Saga all this time.
Our bloodless king. He did not enjoy that throne, but he never complained. Not to me, at least. Even my endless teasing couldn't faze him. Oh, Kian, I miss you dearly. Not a day goes by when I don't think of you. He's been gone so long. I have a hard time recalling his voice and smile. I loved him with all my heart. I always will. Our bloodless king, my dearest Kian. I miss our long conversations. I even miss how every single one of my jokes passed over your head. My dearest Kian, I miss our long conversations. Not bad for a 7-year-old with no idea of what was happening to her and why she was having such vivid dreams.
Something that I think the game still didn't explain.
Arcadia, Crow, the Rolling Man. The beginning of a long...
The Rolling Man, they refer to Brian Westhouse, by the way, viewers. He was being called the Rolling Man, but they only called him that in the first game.
That's her story. Experience with my own eyes. I still can't wrap my head round that one. Not bad for a 7-year-old. I'll leave them up. After all, Papa isn't around to tell me to clean up and bring them to my room. I'll leave them up. After all, Papa isn't around to tell me to clean up and bring them to my room. Brave Zoe. It couldn't have been easy getting caught up in events and wanting nothing more than a quiet, normal life. I believe her daughter is still alive in the continuity, along with her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Brave Zoe. From what I've heard, she lived a long and fulfilling life. And I know she passed the dream on, or all this wouldn't be.
Passed the dream on?
From what I've heard, she lived a long and fulfilling life. And I know she passed the dream on, or all this would... Hugsy. He's the only creature in this little world of ours older than me. I used to think he spoke to me. And I do believe I was right about that. A spirit inside him, old and shy. I think Mama put him there to watch over me when she was traveling. I'll have to make sure Hugsy is free to leave before my time comes. Hugsy. Oh, dear old Hugsy. You're barely holding together. Oh, dear old... What's that, Hugsy? You miss Papa? I miss him too, old buddy. I'll release you when the time comes. And you can float on the winds until you find another stuffed toy in another little girl's room. What's that, Hugsy? You miss Papa? I miss him too, old buddy.
Well, I think you should burn that thing. It's hideous.
Now that my life's winding down, I feel like I'm just beginning to understand song lines. But at least here they are, charted and documented. Someone may benefit from my experiences.
The chart of song lines, huh? I wonder if that explain about how things get affected. I think Obnaxis also talked about that, about how he can see lines. It's probably something similar to that of how he sees things. Of course, he was talking about, a veil, where he can't see beyond it, but I don't know. This one seems a little bit simplistic, for the choices that can happen, assuming, and I'm not talking about the choices possible in the game that's, possible for us, the players, to do, but, in the lore of the game, of how things can happen. And of course, multidimensional universes and whatnot, can get complicated. And if you think probably about it, you can see a lot. You can find a lot of holes in it.
Perhaps I'll take one final walk along a winding path and listen to the songs and stories. Perhaps when the spring between worlds thaws the frost on the turnstiles. There's one passing right through this room now. I think I've heard this song line before. It beckons me. But I have shortbread in the oven, and my guest will be here soon.
I realized something. It would be cool. I'm trying to actually remember. Is this really the same voice actress that did Saga in the first game? That would be really cool. But that means that she's really old by now. Look, we're talking about a game that was made close to 20 years ago. From where the game was made. Well, this game was made in 2014, 2015, so we're talking about 15, 16 years. Damn.
Now that my life's winding down, I feel like I'm just beginning to understand song lines. But at least here they are, charted, and I would so like to go, but not now, not today.
What's this one, though?
I would so like to go, but not now, not today.
Like the diagram underneath, it's red. But here's it's green. It's brightly, turquoise, brightly lit and connected. Unlike the red one here, where probably the paths, ended and the story ended in some way. Goddamn April. This picture looks cool. I like it.
It's hard sometimes to separate my own memories from what I've read and heard. April's journeys are vivid to me, but also dreamlike. I've spent so many years trying to make sense of our connection. I don't think I ever will.
Huh.
She's a part of me, and she always will be. But how and why? That's a mystery. It's hard sometimes to separate my own memories from someday, at the very end. Maybe we will meet face to face before the cycle begins anew. Someday, at the very end, maybe we will meet face to face. His feathers are a lot grayer these days, poor thing. He hates growing old even more than I do.
Hey, getting old sucks. Alright?
Did I pluck it? He never sheds, or if he does, he hides it well. My lucky feather from my best friend and faithful companion. His feathers are a lot grayer these days, poor I'll leave it be. I'll leave it be.
The talisman of the balance.
This was April's. I'm not sure how that's possible or how it ended up here, but I feel her presence in this. I mean, I always feel her presence. That's inevitable. But there is something about this talisman. The beginning and the end will connect. They always do. This was April's. I'm not sure how that's so much energy. Her chi is in this.
Her chi or key?
So much energy.
I think it's Chinese for some sort of a
is in this.
Internal energy or spiritual energy or something like that. Well, I like her portrait. I'm a big fan. And there's a lot of things that we can explore here.
Thank the worlds I learned to play the guitar, or I might never have discovered the song lines. When I play, I see ghosts of old songs in the air, guiding me to paths and new worlds. Papa was right about taking time to learn the guitar. Thank the worlds I learned to play the guitar. I'm too busy to call on the song lines tonight. But perhaps another day, when my legs don't hurt.
Something tells me, viewers, that there is an untold story about Saga, about how things are connected here. But I'm gonna leave most of what I think at once we reach the credits and start talking about my thoughts of my overall thoughts about the game. Let's go ahead and check the other things. I'm telling you, there's something. The War of the Balance.
The complete history of the War of the Balance and the reunification of worlds. Volumes 1 to 13. I've yet to make it all the way through, I'm afraid. I helped Galath with the details while he was writing it. I was there to witness it all.
Huh.
At least Galath was able to complete it before he traveled on to the stars. It's an impressive achievement, that history. I really should read it one day. The complete history of the... That's a tale for another occasion.
Now I'm feeling sad, viewers. Oh.
That's a tale for another occasion.
The Globus. Wait, is this Wait, this is... I think this is the Earth, but the old one. But I think... because Africa and Asia once were connected, by the way. Before it actually gets separated by the Red Sea. That is interesting. Because most of the old what you call it? I think they're called the old continents. Which, which is Africa, Asia and Europe. They were one whole continent back in the day. I don't know about America though. The Americas. I mean, they're technically connected, but I don't think there was a lot of info about that, because it's a new world. It's compared to the other cultures, there wasn't anything actually related to that, and they were kind of haven't been discovered, and the people that were living in it didn't really bother documenting, the changes that happened there, although they did kind of document their culture and whatnot.
The twin worlds became one, and decades of strife and unrest followed. Many perished, but it had to be so. Magic and science could not be divided forever. I haven't been back in decades. No Earth reminds me too much of friends long gone. But maybe I'll pay one last visit to those who remain. Some call it Starcadia, but not me, for it's a silly name.
Starcadia, huh? So you're telling me that eventually the twin worlds reunited back as one?
The twin worlds
again
became one.
Yeah.
And decades of strife and unrest followed. Many perished, but it had to be so. Magic and science could not be divided forever.
Oh, what's this one?
Worlds like that one.
Dreams?
Jarring. Everything just slightly off. It's like it was designed to keep me on edge, and I have such a hard time understanding post-physicals. Worlds like that one are jarring. Everything just slightly off. It's like it was designed to keep me on edge, and I have such a hard time understanding post-physicals. Worlds like that one are jarring. Everything just slightly off. It's like it was designed to keep me on edge.
Plates,
and I have such
nets.
a hard time understanding post-physicals.
What's that? A can of paint? This door's closed. Oh, the white dragon.
She came to me when I was a child. She spoke to me, comforted me.
So that was the white dragon.
I believe we'll meet again. And maybe then the mysteries will become clear to me. The white dragon, April, me. Life's not a circle. It's a spiral. And there's an end to it. Eventually.
Not a circle, but a spiral. Huh.
She came to me when I was a child. She spoke to me, comforted me. Rose loved to tinker with her creations. Now where did those dragonflies of hers go?
Yeah, that's the lady. It's her name was Rose, huh? The lady that we met in Chinatown. Said something about April not being her, and she's she kind of sensed that there's something different about Zoe, that which is still of whatever way the game explained it. I think it's kind of bullshit.
I haven't thought of Rose for nearly half a century. Where did she end up after reunification? She always spoke about going post-physical and being with her Alvin again.
Alvin?
I would love to hear that story one day. Knowing Rose, she got what she wanted. Rose loved to tinker with her. I'll make some tea to go with the shortbread later, after my guest has left. It's the comfy chair.
Is the game trying to tell me that April and Saga are somehow the same person?
I never could get rid of that old thing. I've traveled so many worlds, across so many ages, but I never found a chair quite as comfortable as this one. It's the comfy chair.
I'm gonna stay away from the fireplace a little bit. We can't go through here, even. Huh? It's okay. What's this?
One of the Sylphan worlds. Beautiful and peaceful, as always. So naturally, I grew bored again. One of the Sylphan worlds. Beautiful and one of my older works. I must have painted that when I was in my late teens. Come to think of it, that was an actual place. I visited there to get in touch with my ancestry. It was a strange and powerful experience.
Yeah. That's yet another indication that the game is trying to tell us that April is Saga. How? I don't think the creator of this game will ever have the chance to tell us how.
I won't mess with this one, but I think I'd like to revisit this particular scene in a painting. Perhaps something that goes further back, to the beginning of the journey. Dragons and dreams.
Pretty much, viewers. This is where the whole series started. When April dreams of a place where she meets the dragon. Of course, we save the egg, talk to the spirit of the trees or spirit of the forest. Yeah. That area was overlooking this scene. And this is the spear. This is the spear, not a stick.
One day, I'll get rid of that accursed thing. It's stained with the blood of dragons, but it's too dangerous to simply discard. The silver spear of Gariman, older than the twin worlds, forged in the fires of the first earth, created for one purpose, the destruction of magic. Some days I use it as a walking staff.
Well, be careful not to point yourself with it. It can kill you, because it's capable of killing dragons.
I don't much like holding it anymore. It's thick with the blood of dragons, and heavy with broken dreams.
Whoa, what's this one?
The dead walked in that world. They were exceedingly polite, but it still creeped me out no end. The dead walked in that world. They were exceedingly polite, but it still creeped me out no end.
What's this?
I prefer my worlds three-dimensional, thank you very much.
This is a cube. Right? But, I'm trying to remember if I've seen a cube like this.
I prefer my worlds three-dimensional, thank you very much.
I'm really trying to remember. It has something to do with, I really can't remember.
One of my favorite worlds. Vast and beautiful. It took me days to walk there, across treacherous song lines, avoiding discordants and bell strikers.
Bell strikers?
It
looks like Tiberium.
Unless I picked up those rumors about a Midgardian woman who suddenly appeared in the city of 3 moons. I thought...
3 moons, huh? Yeah, Tiberium. Yeah, that's a Command and Conquer reference, by the way, viewers.
I was hoping I'd find her there, but the woman had left years before. I stayed a while. It was a wonderful place, but I grew bored, as I always do. One of my favorite worlds, vast and beautiful. It took me days to walk there, across treacherous song lines, avoiding discordants and bell strikers. Oh, Papa, trying to keep me here with wards and old magic. I must have been such a handful for him, and a royal pain in the ass.
In the arse.
He left his glasses when he packed his rucksack and walked out the front door. Where he was going, he didn't need spectacles. At least I got to say goodbye to him. Oh, Papa, they wouldn't do me much good. Those wards are long gone. Why did you never come back to me, Mama? Were you really not able to find your way? Or did something else happen? Did you forget about us?
So she kind of cared about her mother. And they never contacted her before, huh? She didn't even come back to her husband?
I refuse to believe she stayed away on purpose. And I never really believed she was dead. She might have been lost in time, like Papa always said. That would explain why she couldn't make it back. I've read her stories. They're beautiful. I've collected them all. Maybe I should try to get them published somewhere. Why did you never come back to me? I could never write as well as she did. So I stopped trying.
Oh, so you tried to actually write.
I like to think Papa found Mama in the end. And that they lived out their lives together somewhere green and beautiful. Papa never gave up hope, no matter how hard I tried to convince him otherwise. If anyone deserved a happy ending, it was him. I wish Mama had come back to me, just to say goodbye. For too many years, I was so angry with her for leaving. I like to think Papa found Mama in the end. I miss you guys so much.
Oh, what's this? Map of the multiverse? Whoa. 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 Yeah, this thing is definitely sound important. This sucks. Man, this sucks. It shows you, it actually, all of this definitely shows you that there is still the story, still, there is the game that's, the people that created this game still has a lot to say, has a lot to offer.
Still so many worlds unvisited, so many universes left to traverse. But time's running out for me. I've kept track of all my travels over the years. The multiverse is big, but I haven't done too badly. I don't think many have walked as far and as wide as me. People keep telling me I should put together an annotated map of the multiverse. But who has the time at my age? There are more important things. Still so many worlds unvisited. There. Oh, yes. I remember that place. And that strapping Coruscant farm boy. It was an enjoyable 2 weeks. Until his wife returned.
Saga! How dare you! Naughty girl!
Let's see. Oh, almost found myself in jail that time. Accused of whatever passed for witchcraft in that backwoods place. Like poetry could possibly open gateways. You need music for that.
And music is from the devil!
Was this where I found that godling and nursed him back to health? I believe he ended up wandering down songlines himself. He promised he'd stop by someday, but gods. Can't trust him. What's this one again? Oh, that place gave me a headache. There was something about the odd angles that messed with my mind. That and the trans-dimensional cephalopods.
Cephalopods?
Wherever I put my finger, there'll be a memory. I could keep doing this for days. There. Oh, yes. I remember that place.
Damn you, horny.
I had to visit Letok. I couldn't just let that mystery be. But the paths didn't lead me to them. All to that time. And I found nothing. It was a beautiful place,
Letok.
though, and I left the memorial there. For the two of them.
Oh, shit. She's talking about... Oh, man. Yeah, Saga is April. Saga is... She's talking about her parents. She's talking about her parents. This is the farm that she used to live... that she used to live in.
I had to visit Letok. I couldn't just let that mystery be. But the paths didn't lead me to them. All to that time. And I found nothing. The people of Stark got a sneak peek of what reunification would be like with the collapse. For most, it was not a pleasant experience.
Yeah, actually, this reminds me that the game never actually explained something that happened in the second game, which is the singularity and the collapse. About, well, they did kind of tell that both worlds, started to actually started to collide with each other.
The people of Stark got a sneak peek of what reunification would be like with the collapse. From the secret lives of Stickman.
Stickman?
Paths, ways, and songlines. Time is a spiral. Reincarnation for beginners. The House of All Worlds. My one and only book. And it is truly one book only.
You actually wrote that, huh?
The Secret Lives of Stickman. I'll sit down and read later with a good cup of tea from a floating teacup.
Oh, there's a lot of books. I don't think you're tall enough to reach them, though.
It's such a beautiful design, and it keeps the house anchored in perfect balance between all worlds and all times.
Huh.
Will this continue to work when our family is all gone? Mama and Papa always said the house is a living thing, so maybe it'll live on without us. I hope the house can stand forever as a bridge between worlds. The multiverse would be poorer without it. It's such a beautiful design, and it keeps the house anchored in perfect balance between all worlds and all times.
Alright, viewers. I think it's time. Rest your legs in the comfy chair. Who's that?
It's freezing out there.
It's Crow.
You should not have let me go outside. Brr.
You're a big boy. What imbalance were you thinking?
Fresh air. And I was going a bit stir-crazy inside.
You know very well it's not safe. Paths shift with the wind between worlds, and the song lines are fragile things at the best of times. One discord, and you could end up lost forever. Just like...
You worry too much, old woman.
Oh, old woman? Huh? You're no spring chicken yourself, bird.
Oh, bird me. I've survived worse. Anyway, time to dry my cold feathers by a roaring fire while I enjoy a saucer of sweet sherry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. You can't.
What? I can't what?
Be here.
You're not serious. You're serious.
I'm receiving a visitor, and she mustn't see you. There'll be too many questions. Questions I can't easily answer.
And who, pray tell, is this very important visitor?
I think I know.
I will tell you. Afterwards. Go upstairs and warm yourself by the chimney. It won't be too long.
After all these years, I get no respect. No, don't say anything. It's fine. I'm going upstairs. Just don't expect me to come back down again later. Or ever.
I'm making shortbread.
Call me when it's ready.
Let's sit down. I knew it!
Welcome, April Ryan.
And there it is, viewers. There it is. The Longest Journey. The whole series. Finally concluded. Well. Somehow. Even though, as I said, it definitely, this last room, it definitely tells you that there's a lot of things that the creators wanted to tell, but restrictions. Because, viewers, the guy that directed and made this game definitely said, once that I forgot his name, Ragnarok, Tom. Was his name Tom or something? I forgot his name. But he said that this will conclude the story of the whole series. Unfortunately, and he will not continue it. He didn't really give reasons for why, but I guess he couldn't make it. It's, even though he tried to make it with using the Kickstarter, but it probably was I don't know. He barely made this game as the way it is. Like you can see that the game actually I gotta be honest with you, viewers. The game never actually had gameplay in it. There aren't many game mechanics in this one. What's the deal with the game mechanics that was introduced at the very beginning of the game? We didn't see any of it. So you can tell once you play, and of course, once you reach the end here, you can tell that there's a lot of things that's left to be said, but unfortunately. Robert Clax and Brian Westhouse were played by the same actor? That's cool. I didn't notice that. Saga of the year 35. $24,000 backers. As I was saying, of course these I'm gonna assume these are the backers here. As I was saying, it definitely tells here that there's a lot of things that still have been omitted. The journey of Saga. Saga definitely seems that she has like a journey, a big journey, and of course there's something that is definitely related to her and April, and of course it definitely shows that April and Saga are the same person. But how is this possible? I don't think we'll ever learn, viewers. I don't think we'll ever learn, sadly. So, my thoughts about the game, that I think this game is great. I think, and I gotta be honest with you, this is probably the favorite out of the three. Because, I think the game, especially in the story, I think it has a clear objective. Unlike the two previous stories, the two previous games definitely did tell a great story. I definitely enjoyed the story of April, the story of Zoe, especially, Zoe about, discovering herself and whatnot, she being a part of a bigger world, and you can see the, how the game is actually bigger than, the world is bigger than the characters that they were playing, even though they did play an important part of it. And there was and you can tell a lot of story, about the story of Kian, and you can see that Kian's story isn't even complete about his interaction with Anna, and of course you can say that even the coder, the nerd, Farmier, forgot his name, that he had something to tell. Of course, Saga, there's a lot of things about it. Saga has something really important, and unfortunately, we weren't able to see any or most of the things that she contributed in this world, so that's a big shame. But overall, even though this game still it's not complete, I think it's concluded pretty well, actually, compared to the other games that were concluded in a really bad way. One example is the way that, if I compare to how the Metal Gear series concluded, this definitely concluded in a much, much better way. Which is, still sad. You can still see that the game has a lot to offer, but unfortunately, well, who knows? Maybe one day we'll be able to actually see the continuation of the game. We know how things end. Even the first game definitely told us how things will end. These details are, there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion in the work and the characters and in the world. I absolutely loved the design of Propast. I wished that there was more of it. And actually, I think they did a really good job. They can do much better, I was kind of wish that I could go inside some of these shops, the coffee shops, meet with Emma and actually go inside Emma's gallery even. That would be really cool, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I think that they didn't do a great job with I don't think they did a great job with Mercuria, though. I think Mercuria could have been, much more detailed, but they definitely cut the portion of the, the docks and the tower. You couldn't see that area. It was cut off, unfortunately. Of course, I'm gonna assume it's for a budget restriction and whatnot. They still did a good job, but I prefer Propass. Propass was was more crowded. You can see how the city, how huge the city is by how tall the buildings are, the traffic, how much people are walking around. It's really good. I really enjoyed it, and it is apparent. I don't know how many episodes it actually took me. It actually took me to just explore Propass, but I really did enjoy it, and hopefully you guys did as well. I might actually lost some people in that playthrough, assuming that people actually do still watch my playthroughs, but I definitely did enjoy it. I think by far, I think this game is by far my favorite, and I could say that the second game comes second, mainly because I somewhat was especially at that time I was relating to Zoe. But Zoe in this game, I think Zoe is a different character in this game. It's not only the voice actor did a good job, but I think Zoe in the second game definitely did a better job in in portraying how how naive and lost Zoe is, which is a shame that she didn't get back in this game. But I think the new voice actor, the voice actress did a good job. But yeah, the second game comes second, and the first game comes last. Although I think that all of them are really great games. This whole series, I think it is definitely is worth it. So if anyone is actually interested in these games, I definitely highly recommend playing through all of them. And through all of them, if you try to jump to this game, there's a lot of things that you're not gonna get attached to. A lot of things that the game would be better. The game will explain it better, and will be much clearer to you if you actually go through the games. And yeah, I don't think there's anything left to tell, really. There's the extras here. I don't know if there's something. Oh, deleted scenes and concept arts. Ugh. Please no. Oh, these are concept arts. Okay. Yeah, I think these were cut content, by the way, viewers. I definitely did hear about the start, the way that the game starts. Actually, they, back when the first book released, actually, the way that you start the game is way different. And I actually did go and watch the very beginning of the videos, and I've seen a scene where you walk in an empty street or something like that. It was cut content. I don't know why they cut it out though. I really don't know why. It is strange. Oh, I absolutely love the area here in the tower. And the office, on the streets of Propast. That's Nella. We haven't seen a lot of this character. Is this Hannah? Yeah, this is Hannah. She is definitely an important character that could have played the role. I mean, she is a dreamer some way, even though they did really neglect her somehow. I didn't like the character herself, but This is Chinatown. Mr. London. This is Saga's room, her crib. It's definitely a rough concept, because the ending result is definitely a little bit different, which is really cool. Giant baby, baby Mohawk Saga, cool. West House. We didn't really see any, see a lot of them, the Ular. And yeah, there's a lot of things that's still unexplained about Lux, about how he is the first. I'm telling you, viewers, there's a lot of things that the game has a lot to offer. Look, the concept art for this game looks really, really good, but the 3D translation, I think the house looked a little bit whack. But in this concept, whoa, it looks cool. Looks really cool. I guess they did fine for the modules. I guess, mostly. Mostly. The NPC looked a little bit whack, I gotta be honest. These concept arts really look cool. But that's something that is really, really hard, you know, for on the 3D modules to do, to, you know, translate what the concept art, you know, to actual 3D module. But who knows? Maybe there's gonna be a certain technique. And combined with a really good written software that can actually translate the 3D module to, you know, concept art 2D modules into an accurate representation of it in 3D. And I think this is something that could happen in the future. I think it is possible. It is possible. I think it is definitely possible. There is certain ways actually to try and take a module in 2D and it translates really, really well in 3D. But that only works for, you know, for simpler modules like cars and, you know, cubes and whatnot. You know, these simple shapes. I mean, now this is Jiva. This is Saga. Damn, as a baby, as a whack-ass teenager, as a hipster, and as an old lady. Yeah, there's a lot of scenes. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that the game could have offered, and a lot. But, yeah, I'll have to conclude the series here, viewers. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep talking for ages. As I said, I think what I've needed to say about this game, I've said it. This game, I think this game is great. I think it's probably my favorite. I might actually give it, a few more, days, probably weeks, to keep my thoughts a little bit rational, because, with emotions, you might actually, give, it's an early judgment about this game being my favorite. But for now, I'll say this game is my favorite, and it is worth playing it with the whole series. If you guys joined me through this whole series, I thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for watching this whole series. And I will try and catch you in the new Let's Play. This has been Have a Nice Day, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.